PodcastHero.com.
Here are the latest great news stories from greatnewspodcast.com. Brought to you by The Daily Quote, the podcast designed to kickstart your day in a positive way. Are you tired of all the doom and gloom news from mainstream media? You'll get none of that here. Instead, you'll find inspiring stories and developments making the world a better place. I'm Andrew McGivern, and this is the Great News Podcast. Today we're exploring the frontiers of biology and engineering. What if we could use killer cells to wipe out antibiotic-resistant superbugs in just 24 hours? That's our lead story today. Plus, we have a breakthrough that turns tumors into personalized vaccines, a new fuel cell design that could revolutionize clean aviation, and a surprising link between common vaccines and a lower risk of dementia. And don't forget to stick around to the end for the speed round, where we'll dive into even more great news, like a living robot with brains, humanoid welders in shipyards, and why your groceries might soon be delivered by driverless robots. First up, our lead story, a new weapon in the fight against superbugs. Researchers at the University of Oxford have developed a smart living drug that can hunt down and destroy deadly antibiotic-resistant bacteria in a single day. Instead of traditional antibiotics, which are becoming less effective, they use SimCells, short for simple cells. These are E. coli bacteria that have been stripped of their ability to replicate, making them safe, in air quotes, for use in the human body while remaining functional workhouses. These engineered hunter cells are equipped with nanobodies, tiny protein hooks that allow them to selectively latch onto dangerous pathogens like MRSA, while leaving beneficial gut bacteria completely unharmed. Once they find their target, they deploy nanoneedles to inject toxins that release hydrogen peroxide, causing the superbug to collapse from the inside. In lab tests, this 1-2 punch eliminated 97% of target bacteria within 6 hours, and 99.9% within a day. This strategy makes it much harder for bacteria to develop resistance, and represents a wholly new weapon in preventing the next pandemic. If you like the Great News Podcast, then you'll love the Great Newsletter, because the Great News Podcast is great, but the Great Newsletter is greater. The link, as always, is in the show notes. Moving on to a major development in brain health. Common vaccines might be doing more than just preventing infections. A large-scale meta-analysis of 45 studies suggests that shingles vaccines and antiviral drugs are associated with a significantly lower risk of dementia. The study found that individuals who received the herpes zoster shingles vaccine had a 29% reduced risk of developing dementia. Even more fascinating, the researchers found that common antiviral medications like acyclovir and valacyclovir, often used to treat herpes, also significantly reduced dementia risk. Scientists believe this may be because certain viruses like HSV1 can promote the formation of brain plaques linked to Alzheimer's. By treating these underlying infections, we might be protecting our long-term cognitive health. Next, let's look at a breakthrough for the planet. Researchers at UNSW have redesigned hydrogen fuel cells to solve a critical flaw that has long blocked their commercial use. Traditionally, these cells often became waterlogged, where the water they produced as a byproduct would get trapped and choke the system's performance. The team introduced microscopic lateral bypasses. These are escape routes only 100 micrometers wide that allow water and gas to flow out freely. This minor structural change boosted the cell's power by 75%. This breakthrough makes lightweight hydrogen-powered aviation a realistic possibility for the very near future, offering a path to abundant clean energy for heavy transport and freight. And finally, a team of medical biologists in the Czech Republic, or Czechia, is testing a revolutionary personalized cancer therapy, and it turns a patient's own tumor into a vaccine. Cancer cells often hide from the immune system because they look like normal tissue. This new approach, called MBTA immunotherapy, works by injecting a mixture into the tumor that anchors a sugar-based polymer called mannan to the cancer cells. To the immune system, mannan looks like a dangerous fungal invader. This marks or tags the tumor cells for destruction by innate immune cells, which then train the body's T lymphocytes to attack not only the primary tumor, but also any distant metastases. So far, researchers have achieved an 80% cure rate in mice models with aggressive cancer, like pancreatic adenocarcinoma, providing complete resistance to the disease's return. Mice are certainly lucky. All right, let's dive into the speed round for even more great news. Engineers at UC San Diego developed a new hybrid piezoelectric chip for AI data centers that is 96.2% efficient and delivers 4 times more current, potentially slashing energy losses in the age of AI. Italian firms are deploying human robot welders to shipyards. Equipped with physical AI, these robots will work alongside humans to handle repetitive, dangerous tasks, improving safety and production quality. Scientists at Harvard's Weiss Institute have created neurobots, tiny living robots made from frog cells that have their own integrated nervous systems. These biological machines use internal neural networks to guide their motion and behavior. An online supermarket in Belgium is testing the Clevin 1, a fully driverless delivery robot. It navigates narrow city streets to bring groceries directly to customers' doors via a 5G connection. A new study suggests that microplastics in the environment may be overestimated because standard lab gloves, nitrile and latex, can shed particles that look identical to plastic under a microscope. Researchers are now using cleanroom gloves to ensure data accuracy. Scientists discovered that depleting the gut microbiome in aged mice actually reversed aspects of brain aging, improving memory and vascular density, suggesting that targeted microbial inflammation could be a non-invasive way to promote cognitive resilience. Whatever that means. And my favorite quote of the day from the Daily Quote podcast this week is from Terence McKenna, who once said, "If you don't have a plan, you become part of somebody else's plan." If you want an inspiring quote of the day every single day, then subscribe to the Daily Quote. Link is in the show notes. That's it for today's episode of Great News. From smart cells that hunt superbugs to hydrogen-powered planes and personalized cancer vaccines, the speed of innovation is truly breathtaking. These stories remind us that even our most difficult challenges have solutions waiting to be discovered. If you love this content, be sure to follow, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs a little positivity today. And until next time, and there will be a next time, keep looking for the good in the world, because it's not only there, it's everywhere.